The root of all evil, comedian Louis Black holds court over celebrities and everything pop culture, taking aim at the worst of the worst. And in the latest episode, Paris Hilton and Dick Cheney are on trial. Take a look.
What I hate most about them is that they only have one facial expression. Paris Hilton with her droopy-eyed, dopey, stroke-like smirk. And Dick Cheney with that scowl that looks like he's working his way through a particularly painful dump.
And we are so happy to have him here with us. Good morning. Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
A very busy man. You've had a lot going on since we saw you last.
Yeah.
And now this show, you play the judge and jury on the show, and people are picking different characters, well, not characters, but real people like Paris and Dick Cheney, and then they have to plead their cases to why they're the worst.
Right. I have two comedians. This one, it would be Patton Oswalt and Greg Giraldo, and they just, one of them says Dick Cheney is the worst, one says Paris Hilton is the worst. They present the case in front of me, and then I decide.
So, I mean, do you know, like, when they're prepping everything, do you know which way you're going to go, or is it all completely
most of the times it's spontaneous, because I kind of want to deal with it in the moment.
Right. All right, so some other topics, Oprah versus the Catholic Church.
Yes, that's
interesting.
Yeah, that's got to really raise my level with Oprah. And
she won't be booking you anytime soon.
And I did her show.
Maybe it was the last time you'd be doing it. Right?
I think it was 10 years ago, so I don't think it doesn't look like it's happening tomorrow. And then we did a beer versus weed for the and
Donald versus Viagra.
Donald Trump versus Viagra.
And how did that go over?
That went over very well.
No,
and Donald Trump was the root of all evil.
Right, and he has a good sense of humor. Does he know about it?
I don't. And another one. I don't care. I don't want to listen. I don't care.
You just don't want to.
I don't want to know.
Because it's open season.
What is he going to be whining? I need him whining to me.
Well, you know, then you're not going to get on the Celebrity Apprentice, but that won't be the end of the world.
That won't be the. I don't want to be on that. I don't want to be on the Disney Channel running and racing against children.
So you're not going to go up against like Hannah Montana or like High School Musical.
And why would? Well, who wants to watch that? Am I completely?
Not you, but there are people that want to watch it.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
It's a lie. No one watches it. No one wants to watch the Disney Channel stars compete in athletic events. That's the kind of stuff my show is about. That's insane.
All right, so when things happen in the world, do you get excited? Like when the Elliot Spitzer thing happened, was that like the best moment of your year?
Well, you don't even have to write a joke. I mean, you literally walk on stage and go Elliot Spitzer, and the audience goes, "Wow!" You don't have to say anything anymore. But the thing that shocked me was that $4,300, and I think that because I finally am successful and can afford a hooker, and they raised the price.
They upped the ante.
They really upped the ante. What can she possibly? You know, if the hooker came over with a home entertainment center, then I go, okay, I get the $4,300.
All right. Also, last year you headlined a USO tour with Robin Williams, and you went to Iraq and all over the place. What was that like?
That was the most intense, extraordinary experience of my life. We were in 7 countries, 6 days, 13 shows, and it really just. I was overwhelmed. The response of the guys, what you learn about what's going on there. I mean, we're totally isolated. We are so isolated. I could go on for an hour about that, but this is morning news, and I'm going to keep it happy.
Keep it happy and use some good language. But is it different when you go and you perform in all these big venues? How is it different, like being abroad, doing shows for troops?
It's outdoors, a lot of it. The energy they bring is extraordinary. I mean, you go in front of people, and I've done enough performances, but what they're giving back while they're standing there is overwhelming.
Wow.
Plus, you're standing there knowing what they've gone through. We arrived in Afghanistan, in Kabul, which is a town you're really going to want to visit, and they were unbelievable. They had stood in what was essentially a snowstorm for an hour and a half.
Wow, amazing.
Waiting for us to show up.
Well,
and
Louis.
They did a great, and Robin and Kid Rock was on it, and Robin and Kid Rock just blew the roof off.
Thing that you did. It's so great to have you. Please come back, because I know you got more stuff in the works.
Yeah,
So
I got a book. I'm going to be coming back.
You're going to be coming back, baby. All right, you can see him on the Root of All Evil Wednesday nights on Comedy Central, and coming up tomorrow.